I personally have like a really hard time like verbally expressing kind of how I feel most of the time. I use art as an expression. It's one of the things that are just easier like done than said, like how I said I'm not that good of explaining stuff.
A lot of these kids come from areas where they don't have art education, and to see things click for them after doing certain projects or activities or meeting certain people, or just hearing how like they've been able to become more patient with themselves or have been able to express themselves in different ways that may have not been very productive previously, it absolutely warrants the hurt.
Well, the art education department began right when we became the Mural Arts program because of all those years I spent at Anti-Graffiti and seeing all this extraordinary talent that young people had that had just gone unrecognized. And in some way, we never look back. So we serve young people, we have alumni groups, we create pathways. 65% of our teaching artists started out as young people.
I started in the art education program as a kid, recruited all of my friends because that's what you do when you start a new after-school program. You get all of your friends to go so that we can all have a good time.
We all kind of got dragged in because of one friend. Jaslyn and Josie just kind of brought us here, and then we stuck around, and well, now we're painting a whole mural.
I invited some of my friends to come, and it looks like they like it. And I think it's just really fun. It's not only a place where you paint, but it's also a place where you can find new opportunities.
Being able to have those kids in these environments speak to artists on a peer-to-peer level makes art as a career approachable. We did a lot of studio visits, which again reinforced the idea that, oh, I can make a career out of this. Maybe I should kind of try to pursue it.
We went on tour by Mr. Roberto.
Welcome. My name's Roberto. I'm an artist.
And he took us around, showed us all of his works, all his pottery, and basically the history of where all of this stemmed from, all his inspirations.
I want y'all to look around, and then I got a few questions for y'all, okay? So does anybody recognize anything on the piece? Well, what are y'all seeing on it?
I grew up, as he said, in the hood, and it's just an amazing opportunity to be able to meet him. It's because he came from where I came from. Every other artist I met, they stem from other inspirations, other areas where they grew up, but he grew up where I usually originated from.
First of all, I'm from Kensington in Philly. A lot of times, people of color never get the opportunity to be visual artists. Being able to have the freedom to express yourself and have ideas and be able to put them out into the world, that's really the most important part of being an artist.
These students are creating beautiful projects, so with that, of course, creates pride and joy in seeing their own work done, but they're really just showing up for themselves and for their school. And that right there is like, that transfers outside of the school building. And they're like, I have the capacity to do all of this.
I'm a big believer that every young person within the sound of my voice and much further should have access to art education. I don't even know why it's a mystery or a question anymore. It should just be something that's definite.